God is saying to you right now, slow down. Slow down. Rest in my peace. Rest in my grace. Take heart in your faith. Rest in my promises, in the peace that I give to you. Rest in my finished work that I did for you. Literally, in just the span of 2 to 3 days, I'm getting worked up on things that need to get done, on things that I need to do at particular times, and basically just letting go of my peace. Letting my peace kind of just not be something that I'm resting in, the peace that Christ gives us. And Jesus tells us in John 14:27, he says, "My peace I leave with you. My peace I give to you. I do not give to you as the world gives. Do not let your hearts be troubled, and do not be afraid." That's a command from the Lord. He says, do not let your hearts be troubled, and do not be afraid. And especially when we might have some things that take up most of our time in our days. It could be work, school, could be sports, a relationship. Maybe you're raising a child right now. Man, raising a child is probably like a full-time job and more. But nevertheless, it's like he leaves his peace with us. It's not the fact that you're just always going to be at peace in everything. But in the middle of your storms, in the midst of trials and tribulations, things that may be trying to trouble you, or overwhelm you, or give you anxiety, or make you overthink, or frustrate you, or make you depressed, you know what I mean? Jesus is basically saying that, like, you don't have to let these things get to you. In the middle of the storms, I'm not trying to tell you to bury your head in the sand, but I'm trying to tell you that you can dance with me in the rain. Shout out to my grandma. I got that from her, and I was like, I'm going to remember that. In Luke chapter 10, verses 38 to 42, it says, "While they were traveling, he entered a village, and a woman named Martha welcomed him into her home. She had a sister named Mary Magdalene, who also sat at the Lord's feet and was listening to what he said. But Martha was distracted by her many tasks, and she came up and asked, 'Lord, don't you care that my sister has left me to serve alone? So tell her to give me a hand.' The Lord Jesus answered her, 'Martha, Martha, you are worried and upset about many things, but one thing is necessary. Mary has made the right choice, and it will not be taken away from her.'" I think the lack of peace could stem from a lack of Jesus in our life, a lack of filling ourselves and saturating our minds and our hearts, flooding our thoughts with the Word. You know what I mean? And that's something I can speak about personally. Like, when I have a lack of Jesus, I have a lack of peace. Because peace isn't something, it's not somewhere, but is someone. That's why he's called the Prince of Peace, man. Prince of Peace. And Jesus also tells us in Matthew's chapter 11, verses 28 to 30. He says, "Come to me, all of you who are weary and heavy burdened, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you and learn from me, for I'm gentle and I'm humble in heart, and you will find rest for your souls. For my yoke is easy, and my burden is light." Sorry, I'm pulling the mic away from me. Just like what Jesus tells us. He says that, "Remain in me, and I in you. Just as a branch is unable to produce fruit by itself unless it remains on the vine, neither can you unless you remain in me. I am the vine, and you are the branches. The one who remains in me and I in him will produce much fruit, because you can do nothing without me. John 15:4-5. Jesus is your peace. Remember when literally Peter was like, Jesus, if it's you, Lord, tell me to come to you. Jesus says, come. And Peter starts walking on the water. But then he looks around at the waves and the sea. And then he gets scared. He loses his peace because he takes his eyes off peace, off Jesus, off the Prince of Peace. And then he starts sinking. But even though he's sinking, he calls for him. He says, Lord, help me. And Jesus catches him. Our peace is Jesus Christ. The less of Jesus we have, the less peace of his that we'll have, right? Because we're not keeping our eyes on Jesus, but we're looking around at the winds, the sea, and the waves. And it's no wonder why we're all like that. But, man, go to him. Just rest in him. Understand that our momentary light affliction cannot even compare to the eternal weight of glory that is to come. Remember Jesus also saying after his resurrection, he's always just saying, peace be with you. Peace be with you. He gives us his peace. And you can choose to take in that peace, rest in it, or not. That's the video. Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed it, if you actually enjoyed these videos, make sure to sub, like, comment, share, if you want to. You don't have to. I'm going to keep making these videos regardless. But I love y'all so much. And I will definitely see y'all in the next video. Bye-bye.